do the soccer and all that, but get out early and do it all the time. So she loves this time of year. So she really she's going to go to Wheels Baptist, and she got offered to play softball for Wheels Baptist. And then she thinks right now she wants to, she doesn't know which one, but there's usually the three routes she can go to get into physical therapy some school. She thinks that she wants to do that and be like a sports trainer or something like that, but she hasn't decided yet. But I said, hey, just if you go to school, come take some classes, figure out what you're going to do. And I said, and if you know, a year or two years out, I don't think you won't be the first man. A lot of kids do it, it's no big deal. Yeah. Right. Yes, right outside of Gentry, yeah. So we've heard a lot of good things about it. We really like it. It's kind of more like a small town high school feel. The classes are small. It used to be a 2-year school years ago. Yeah. And, right. And that's the thing that appeals to her. Because she said she's struggling with I know. Well, that's what I said to my secretary. I said, and he goes, he said, we feel like our numbers are fine Saturday, Sunday, or like, you know, we're around the weekend, you know. But some of those games we can tell you, there's some of them we won't be able to get. I hope so, yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. And I think that's why she's so, it's okay, because she knows that, I mean, she's enjoying this season, but she's not as emotional. Pretty good. She gets to continue to play, yeah. Because some of her friends, they're not going to play after school. I mean, we're not going to play after, so, yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah. I think even when we were young, like when me and Carrie, we didn't play very long, but even when we played back then, it went fast pitch until, you know, years later. So, now all Carrie's ever known is fast pitch. I mean, with his job and all that, he's always worked fast pitch. It's a different animal. Yeah. It's hard. But this is all Paige's ever known. She, yeah. But if Paige now had to stand in a plate and watch a ball go like this and come in, she'd be like, what are you doing? Yeah. No. The timing's off, yeah. Well, and even certain pitchers throw Paige off because she works for certain speeds and certain pitches. And so, like, if a pitcher's pitching too slow, she gets ahead of it and she'll strike out because she swings too fast because she's used to it all coming faster. Right, exactly. She goes, I can't do that. He goes, yes, you can. You have to choose to do it. Yeah, it is. Oh, good. Uh-huh. She actually, well, she lived in Clarksville for a while, but now she's actually up here. I can't remember if her address is Springfield, Fayetteville, it all runs together. But she worked in Clarksville for a while, but she worked in Fort Smith for a while. She retired out of a job in Fort Smith. I think it was through the emergency management office. And then she had some friends up here, so she moved up here. So she retired. I think she retired off for really good. So she was all excited. She was ready to travel and all that. And then COVID shut the world down, and she's like, I was retired to travel. Yeah. But I think she's going to start traveling. They're going to go to concerts this fall. She's real excited. She texted me today. She goes, I'm going to a trip to such and such. She's been waiting to do this for like 2 years. You know. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard anybody that does this type of trips. I know Stephen and Johnny is taking, several groups, overseas, and everybody said it's a learning experience. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's something about movie pieces like this team that she's going to come with. They go like to the beach one week, they go play the beach one week, and they go do all this stuff. So she's been watching stuff, getting to do all this stuff. And I said, Mom, it's really good. Well, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm still paying for school, but I'm like, yeah, I'm paying for school, so I guess it's not any different. I was always Jimmy, we're paying for it. We're paying for tuition. So I said, well, okay, I said, darn, it was a good thing, Yeah, but the good news is because of the good grades and some of that softball money, they pay for all of it, but it pays for part of it, so every little bit helps, Yeah. I think it's kind of like a round robin. It was originally going to be a tournament where we did like a round robin seeded into a tournament. We were supposed to do it this weekend, but they said they thought Alabama was coming this weekend. Yeah, so they moved everything up. So we had to knock the bracket part off of it. But they still got 4 games in, so that's good. No, this is it. They just moved it to Wednesday and Thursday. I think originally it used to be like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but they just cut it off. They just cut the bracket piece off of it. But it's still good because we're getting to play teams we normally don't get to play. So it gives them a good experience because they're seeing different pictures and learning how to hit different speeds. I did not. Well, I played like 1 year, but it was more like boys and girls football. It wasn't anything serious, She was actually a good she was a good pitcher for Cyclones back in the day. She was our Cyclones pitcher back in the day. She was the one that used to get on the team. She could pitch like nobody's business. But her career, she did something to her shoulder. She was but she would go for like a year and the doctors told her, so she just came on and finished her attack, Yeah. Yeah. She tried to go, she went to go play, they did surgery and all this stuff. And told her, you can either pinch or you can lose your arm eventually. I mean, the function is good. She's like, no, that's fine. So, but it's neat, it worked out for her. She came back, finished the class, and got a coaching teaching job, and so now she's going to work with the program, and she really enjoys it. And then she married a coach, her husband's a football coach, so yeah. So that's fun. James and Jamie. Well, he just got out of school, and he's a teacher coach also, but it's a cool story. His class is the class that won the first state football championship in Black how many years ago for her. He was part of the Cyclone football championship team. She was part of the Cyclone softball championship team. And now they're coming back and working at the alma mater. It's a pretty cool story. So yeah. Oh, did ya? Yeah. But it's a neat story. It's kind of just some of these kids that were student athletes to come back and work with the program. The coach said, I don't know if I could coach, I wouldn't have coached. She's a coach, Because I told her, I was like, yeah, you can coach. She said, no, I'm not going to coach. She was now all help the team, all work with the team, do different things, but she said, I have no desire to coach. Well, we'll talk to y'all later.
knock that over.
Hey, how are we? Fine. I'm gonna sit up here on where I've got a backrest. I don't have a backrest, do I?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Do you want to sit on this blanket though? That's what's funny. You'll sit on the blanket. You'll sit on the blanket.
Okay, I'm not cold.
Here, switch places with Dana.
You don't sit on that blanket.
I'm gonna sit on it whether I'm cold or not.
Hold on. Hey, we have 2 games that we're going to be here.
After you verify yourself.
Yeah. Oh, candy you got.
Oh, but then what are you gonna have for the second game?
Stacy, did y'all meet Jake?
We have not.
Good to meet you.
Kids, this is Weston, Rayleigh, Lindley. This is my mom, Brady. This is James.
JG?
David. I'm not gonna lie, I've already You'll have to see this one. Show me the door and so far. Show your sweatshirt. I know that they'll agree with you, but Gracie doesn't see.
We all need one of those.
I know.
Oh, no.
That sounded like it hurt though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she is.
Slapping. Kelly Bethlehem. Hudson does that.
Yeah, he
Probably going 400 or 500 miles an hour.
Here we go. Like a baby eyes, like you're sitting over there.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to make up these tournaments. Oh, but you have to come back.
I'll bring you some. I'll bring
You're a kid?
Harper. They're the ones that I bought ring.
There's Hudson Oliver.
The what?
How are you?
I bet you they'll see them unless you sit down.
Oh, you could just sit here with me.
Mom, they were Rayleigh's.
I like overalls.
Water. And that red and white shirt. So cute with the little belt.
Wow. I do that a lot. Oh, I got a new watch today. I can call people now. And Cassie.
How are you?
I got a new watch and I can call people.
Who's
On
video
the walk.
recording? I have no idea. I'll share when we get here. It's probably for the tournament, maybe.
Harper.
So you said your dermatologist
Oh,
did?
camera.
Hey, can you see yourself? Well, hey, make sure to wave at yourself.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, are we good to go on that? I still hadn't called dude back. Do I need to call him back right now?
Have you know,
Okay.
moved or something? No. Get it,
That's our other warm up.
Sorry, Alex.
That's fun. Maybe they have a DH or a DH. So she's hitting 470. Oh, how's it going?
It's going.
Work been all right?
Yeah, just busy.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it's.
But
But
that's
there's.
pretty busy going.
Oh, I mean, it's. Here's the deal. It's never.
Rayleigh, don't be in front of the
Yeah,
camera.
I guess you should say. But there's just all you never even caught. You're always behind. But that doesn't really bother me. I don't.
Do you have a lot of like new service going in, or is
Yeah,
it?
that's all it is. It's like ripping out old, putting in new.
Okay,
ripping,
so-
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
It's like because you got these
infrastructure upgrades?
Yes, and that's really what it is. Is that like, man, they'll tear out brand new stuff
Yeah.
and like brand new lines or brand new work. Oh yeah, dude, look at him growing in that mustache. Yeah, boy, isn't that cool?
But you got to look.
Oh, you don't
gotta wait just a couple
yeah,
years.
You gotta wait a few years, boy.
Oh,
That's a shot. Oh! Hey, let's see. Hey, say it. See that iPad on the, see that iPad right there? Hey, that is recording the game. I don't want you playing around it because if you bump it and break it, it'll be real bad.
Natalie Burke's Bert, yeah.
So, I played in a tournament with AJ, and he ran me into the fence. I was playing right field and he was right center. It was a men's softball tournament. And they hit one over my head, and I was running as hard as I could, and he said plenty of room. and I caught it and hit the fence going full speed, and just laid out. And I was like, dude.
You cannot be in front of that camera. You're gonna have to pick a spot and stay there.
And I said, dude, you said plenty of room. He said, yeah, you just slow down if I told you to. I get hurt.
Cassie. Cassie down
Did you have a good birthday?
Wisdom?
I have to get my wisdom teeth.
No. Hey, listen. No. No, they don't come in until you're
16
or lot or
17,
if you're like daddy, they never come in.
Yours never did come in?
Are you getting your 4-year molars, Hus?
I didn't tell you about me having my wisdom teeth pulled.
Not very
a couple
long
months
ago. Remember he came to a game or something like that.
No, I didn't have my bottom ones didn't come in. So my top ones came in.
Or they just like, they never did.
No, they never came in. And so like, I think my brother was the same way. And so my dentist was like, he told me several years ago, he's like, man, I think I can pull them wisdom teeth out. And I'm like, okay, well, they weren't bothering me. Well, back in the fall, they started bothering me, right?
Gracie.
And so I called him up. I said, man, you still think you can get them wisdom teeth? And he's like, man, I think I can. He said,
I like that confidence.
yeah, he said, now if you just don't want to feel anything,
Yeah.
he said, I can set you up and you can have them cut out. And I said, well, tell me about just pulling them out. He said, well, you're going to feel some pressure.
Yeah. Well, pressure is not the same as pain. But
And I was like,
what exactly does that mean?
you never had too cool. So this is no joke. I loaded up. I told my boss, I said, I'm gonna go have my wisdom teeth pulled. Of course, the guys at work were like, man, have you Googled that? And I'm like, no, man, why would I do that? Like, I'd just talk myself out of doing them if I do that. So I loaded up, drove to Greenwood. He set me down in that chair, numbed me up. When he came in there, and I thought he was just putting something on me. He leaned me back. And this is no joke. Like 30 seconds, he starts leaning the chair up, and I'm like, all right, now what? And he's like, there's your teeth. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
And so I drove back home. He gave me prescription pain meds or whatever. Well, I can't. So on the way home, I went to the sporting goods store. I was trying to find some stuff for traps. And Cassie kept going, you better not overdo it. You better not overdo it. You better not. It's going to start hurting you. It's going to do this. Dude, I didn't even stinking take it. I mean, I may have taken ibuprofen. And I thought, man. But I think it was just.
They got them out easy.
Oh. Yeah, I mean literally 30 seconds he had them things out.
I didn't get my first feeling until after college, and so I didn't know what that was supposed to be like.
Yeah.
And he found a couple cavities on Stacy that another dentist was like, those are cavities. And he filled 3 of my. I've never had a cavity in my life, and this dentist filled 3 cavities. So I'll be honest, I don't think I ever had a cavity.
I was gonna say I went to a dentist in Fort Smith that people highly recommended.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you got 2 cavities. And I thought, dude, I ain't never had a freaking cavity. So I had them filled. No, I had one of them filled. And I went back, and he made me mad because I had a retainer on my front bottom teeth. I had a retainer, a permanent one, and he broke it out. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I didn't ever put it back in. But anyways, I swapped dentists because I got mad. I got mad because he broke that retainer out, so I swapped dentists. And I went in there and never said a word about that other cavity he said. I never said a word. I never had a cavity. I'm like, crook.
That's what Stacy. She's like, she got her wisdom teeth taken out like her first year of marriage, so we like maxed out our dental insurance. So she was like, I'll just wait to get that. And we went to a different dentist because we had moved to Russellville by then. And she was like, yeah, I know I've got 2 cavities. And he's like, you don't have any cavities. And I was thinking, I'll let you feel 3 of those. Well, the first one he was doing was a bottom molar. And again, I never had this done before. And he started drilling into that, and I've never felt pain like that.
Is it bad?
I just can't describe it, but it's like he was on a nerve or something. It felt like every pore in my body opened. Like
Just sweating like
I was pouring through sweat, but I didn't say anything. And every time he hit, and I was just like, I was going to run out of fluid. And finally, he finally looks at me and is like, "You feeling this?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You gotta say something." I was like, "I don't know." He's already done.
Man,
No.
yeah,
It's not gonna be a weenie over here. Like if that's normal, then let's do it, I guess. But
man. You know
he's
what?
like, "No, you shouldn't feel it." I was like, "You didn't know me then."
You know what the worst pain that I can remember being? Kidney stone's pretty bad, but
You've had a kidney stone?
I've had 3. Yeah.
My sister
Cassie.
just had to get one removed. She had to get 2 stents.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. My mom's had that done too.
The last one. Not the last one. The first one I did. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, I think the first one I passed was on one of y'all's kids' birthdays. We were on our way up from Fort Smith, and I told Cassie, I said, I had some.
You know what it was?
No, didn't have a clue. I had some lower back pain, and I started getting like nauseated. And we had made it to the Target in Fort Smith, and I said, Cass, stop in here. I said, now I did have some some kidney pain, so I said, hey, let's stop in here and get some of them, that Azo cranberry, whatever that stuff is. So we stopped in there and get that. Well, I said, hey, you just need to take me back to the shop, because that's when we were getting in the shop. And because I thought I might have been sick. And because I was feeling sick in my stomach. I told her, I said, I told her on the way back to the shop, I said, if I roll the window down and puke, I said, just keep driving. And so we got back. Well, I just started hammering down like, I just started hammering down on like water, like big bottles of water. Well, so I laid down on the bed and got comfortable. Well, all of a sudden the pain quit. So man, that's weird. Well, I used the bathroom all the time. Yeah. Got up, used the bathroom. I'm sitting there and it was like, I'm like, what in the world? And so I fished that thing out of the toilet. I'm like, man, I go guess it like I just had that shit. It's not what the second one there was one night Cassie's like, I need to take you to emergency. I said, there ain't jack diddly squat they can do except give me pain medicine. And I said, like I said, they can't do jack. And I battled that thing for, man, probably a week and a half. Really? And like I remember being in my office, like just doubled over the chair, just like I just can't. I don't know. The pain just like radiates throughout, like from like here.
Yeah.
From like here to like here. It's like throw up.
Yeah.
And that one I passed. It probably. I've still got it. It's probably just a little bit bigger than me. Yeah. I showed it to some of the guys at work that had a problem with kidney stones, and they're like, "You passed it?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Hey, hop."
That's in my
Hey, you can't move it, baby. It's not ours. But yeah, the kidneys. I haven't had one in a couple years,
Mom's
but
had a couple of them last where they put you in some
that
like
lip lithotripsy or whatever that is, yeah.
And then she had to have one where they had to put the stent in. Yes. But
Now I've heard that
stent,
stent's worse than.
they said like your urethra or whatever spasms. You know, it's just not supposed to have anything inside there.
Yeah.
And you keep it in for like a week.
Yeah. There's a guy at work that had one in back in December. But his problem is he's got kidney stones plus he's only got one kidney. So like he's got to be real careful with it. And he had the stent put in, and he said he's like taking that out. He's like, it's bad, and he said it runs way on up in there. And he said it
goes all the way up into
it almost have to. I think it either. But I will say this: the painful part on the ones I've had have been from the kidney to the bladder. Once it gets the bladder, I've been fine. And you can you can kind of tell because like once it gets, and Cassie's like, why don't you go? I'm like, well, you know, they say that it can be like. There's all these theories about like what you drink, what you eat, what you know, all that stuff. And I will say this: my kidney stones that I've had have been very, very dark in color, like just very dark in color. And so I drink a ton of coffee. But what'll happen is like once I have one, I'll go on this kick where all I drink is clear liquid, you know, for like a couple months, and I'm like,
then you forget.
Yeah, then I forget, and then I'm back to the, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna live like this. So, yeah, I'm like,
I'll probably never have another one
yeah,
again.
probably.
Then
But
you remember again, I'm like, yeah.
the thing about it is, honestly, is like for me, I'm like, I can tolerate. There hasn't been one. Now, that one that Cassie wanted to take me to the emergency room, that one's like I was definitely like uncomfortable, but it wasn't like. Dude, we just chunked them out the window just this week.
Okay, I tried to shut the microphone off, but it stopped the stream. So
Okay.
just
We'll be careful.
FYI.
It's cool with me. Hey, I'm not gonna say anything in front of that thing I wouldn't say anytime. You just have to listen to it on your playback.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Oh yeah, that's even better. Hello to everyone out there. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Craig Cable State Farm Agency. Take a So y'all got. So if you're unvaccinated, you still gotta wear masks.
Yeah, I had to go up there last week to Oklahoma City. We had a big meeting with McDonald's. And me and like one other guy, he's an IT guy, are the only people that know this emergency kit mask. And then my boss is like, I really want you to be in the conference room without a mask on. So
That way people can hear you.
we bought thousands of these tests from the plants. They bought all those tests because of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah,
So we bought so we'll go to this
tests
test
for us.
and wear masks.
You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
And they did it again and it was negative. I don't have a single symptom.
And I think Cassie, as a matter of fact, Hudson didn't feel good. I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. And she's like, well, let's just go get him she said, let's go get him a COVID test. I'm not giving him a COVID test. I said, you know, I said, it ain't never going to die. When people you know, this crap.
Well, yeah, we had Now I had a cold whenever we were granted.
Yeah.
Like I had sinus headache, all that stuff. Like a week or two before I went to Oklahoma City. This came through. But yeah,
I think I was kind of nasally, probably 3-4 weeks ago, somewhere around there.
Like this, I was looking at him, thinking about it. First of all, it's got ethylene oxide to sterilize it, and that's an arsenic. And so we stick that out there, like to our body. Does that make sense? And so he's not watching me, I'm like, and I was like, all right, now what? And then he looks up at me and he's like, oh, we'll do this. And I did that. What is this? And so then he's like, here, do the other one. And so I did that the same way, you know. And he tested it, and he's like, wow. And he's like, we're going to have to play it safe, you know. I had to go home. I left.
Let's go back out there and look, burn another one.
They gave me 2 more to take home. In case.
Did you ever get out in Mississippi?
No. I could. I was looking on YouTube. You don't know what to believe because people.
I know.
And this dude on YouTube had 3 of them out there. And he was shining a black light on them, and you could see the test strips would light up. And so 2 of them was the control lit up, and the other one was the third one the test lit up. And sure enough, you just
Rayleigh Jane.
so it comes with this little buffer solution. So you stick the thing in this little solution,
Yeah.
and mix it all up, and then you drop the solution.
Hudson, back up here, son. No,
Only Grace,
stay up
you
here.
have to sit, okay?
We'll get you something here in a minute.
And then this dude, he just puts the solution in there. Sure enough, those 2 packed, and the other one was positive. You're like, man, this is a setup. That could be true, or he could have faked it. You know.
Rayleigh, sit.
Also heard that, and you can look this one up, that high school kids figured out if you, instead of using the buffer solution, if you use Coke, like a soda, it'll test positive. I'm like, I don't know if that tests that good if you can beat it with soft drink. How accurate are these?
So my dad told me that, because I've been telling, I'm like, dude, I would not live in the river. He's building a house right now, and I said I would not. He's asked me about insulation. I said I would not live in the river valley and not have spray foam. I won't live up here and not have spray foam.
Yeah.
And he told me this afternoon. He said, "Well, my roofer guy said that'll shorten the life of your shingles. Spray foaming it." The theory, which I get the theory. Let's say you got insulation in your. Let's say you got cellulose laying on your ceiling. Well, you know you got your shingles laying on your roof. Well, that airspace, I think, between, like, let's say your insulation's down here on your ceiling versus it being like right up here. Like, I think you get some like it dissipates
The heat.
right, the heat some, so it allows the shingles to cool. Right? But I told my dad, I said, I don't know that that's proven. I said, people haven't been foaming their roofs for that long. I said, for a roofer to say it's shortening the life of the shingle, well, the shingle companies would be all over that.
Roofers would be encouraging that, right?
Yeah. And this was a roofer that. So I'm trying to see if there's anything
online.
Yeah, anything. I said, you could. The way to tell would be take a thermal, shoot a roof that's got spray foam on the decking. But here's the other thing: how much of the decking has that insulation or that radiant barrier on the back of it? You know what I'm talking about? That flashy stuff. I mean, that stuff is supposed to reflect in the roof. So,
I've never seen the
so this says spray foam. So the question is spray foam bad for shingles? They first thought it would create a hot roof. Spray foam actually creates a barrier between the two areas of different temperatures, while this unvented additive system could make the temperature on your roof go up slightly. It's not enough to hurt your shingles. And that would be what I would think too. Like,
That's what they- It's honestly
In Cassie's
probably
right.
the solar radiation probably does more than the heat.
yeah. Yeah. I think he was like, well, I'm just gonna shoot my walls. I'm just gonna shoot my walls and then he's like, I might shoot the foam in the ceiling, like on the back side of the sheetrock. I'm like, no. Why would you ever do that?
It's the same as throwing down the insulation.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it.
Right.
But like, if you're messing with that spray foam, let's say you have a fixture you gotta change out. Because if you put in LED lighting, you know what I'm talking about, these little can deals or whatever, like, and you gotta mess with that, or you gotta redo your wiring or anything like that.
Yeah, you have to cut the foam.
You'd have to. I guess you could spray foam. I guess you could spray foam first, and wire on top of that, and just poke it down through.
Ready, Gracie's
But
coming
dude,
hard.
every time you'd have to get up in there and. I don't know, dude. I'm a spray foam. I mean,
I'm a fan of that too.
here's the deal with that house in Fort Smith, 3,800 square feet. To keep that at 70 degrees in Fort Smith, it cost me like $160 a month, dude. I spent less doing that thing than I did that
Go,
little old
Greg.
500 square foot apartment in the
Little
Chicago.
pump time.
So I'm
How much do you think you could go for here right now?
See, I'm pulling my guys out of Fort Smith. But I called a builder yesterday. I called Rocky Walker yesterday, and I said, well, because see, I'm on the fence of crawl space versus
That's
slab,
okay, Gracie.
and so we had a guy come out and look at building us a road a couple days ago from Northwest Arkansas. He hadn't given us a price, but I had my guys out of Fort Smith come up yesterday, and I met them. They gave me a price today, and I'm like, I just told Cass, I'm like, if anybody that I used in Fort Smith, and I've told them all, I'll pay you whatever you tell me, like make it worth your while. I'll pay you that money, and I'll let you build my house, and I will do that over mess with people around here. I mean, even on that remodel, it cost me way too much money, and the quality of work's not great. So I mean, I had $100 a square foot in the house in Fort Smith for what it was. Yes. Yeah, and what I was able to get for it.
You do something right now.
Oh my gosh. So I had $100 a square foot in that.
Rusty over here without any shoes on.
I know, that was a bad choice.
The audio's on, so we've been talking good about hurricanes.
I say that's good. Yeah.
So I called Rocky Walker yesterday. He's a friend of mine. He mainly is real estate in Fort Smith, but he's a custom home built. Well, I mean, he built subdivisions and all that stuff. And I asked him, I said, I'm thinking about building, I said, crawl space versus slab, and we were talking through that, and I said, well, good time or not a good time? He said, I'll tell you what, he said, typically I'd close on, I'd typically close on 20 customs, prior to the pandemic. And he said, the past 2 years I've closed on 3 because of material.
Cost material.
And he's like, and his thing, and he said, I love building homes. But he said, right now, he said, lumber's back at the highest that it's ever been. And he said, fuel, is going to affect that. He said, and you hear these horror stories of people not being able to get windows and doors and all that stuff. And I honestly, after talking to him yesterday, we were planning on, probably going to go ahead and pull the trigger. But I think I'm gonna wait. My thing about it is like when it's doing this, like material wise, if I thought material was going to stay like it is right now, I'd be okay with that if I thought it was going to stay.
Yeah.
But when it's doing this,
If it's gonna drop down,
I mean, and I'm not saying like that I'm wanting to try and catch a wave. I'm not trying to deal in the stock market, right? Like I'm just wanting there to be some sort of baseline.
the whole everything's too volatile right now,
I know.
and all the sanctions that are going on with Russia and them retaliating.
The only thing working in your favor is inflation. Taxes.
If it stays.
I mean,
I know, but
in real estate, what is it not going to stay?
I know, but the hard part is I
It
don't want to.
will. There's a lot of people back in early
I think
2000s, I think that brought up here, then had the 120 mark, and it dropped well below that. Now it's way up there now.
I think
So if
Northwest
you hang in there
Arkansas is
long
kind of a bubble,
You're not, I mean, you're not going
but
to, waiting is going to cost you money too.
well,
All right.
if what ideally in my situation financially, what would be the best?
Hey, the
I'm gonna
batter,
sell my house right now.
the batter got hit by the ball.
A young campus.
The batter got hit.
Right, exactly. She should have ran.
Hit the ground first.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter, but she does not know.
It does matter. Yeah, baseball. Doesn't matter in baseball.
The ball hit the ground and you can still hit. You can hit the ball off of the ground.
Cricket.
Like cricket.
My thing is like, to me, when you get towards the end, and if you can't get material, and you've got your note at 80%, and you're paying interest, and you can't get that thing closed, you're hungry. Watch out for that camera, hungry.
How are you today?
And then you wind up, like I was talking about boss today. So let's say it's a material issue, I can't get what I need. So then, when you build one, you go to the bank, you borrow the money, they appraise it off the floor plan, which is what you tell them you're going to put in it.
Sit down.
So let's say I can't close on it because I can't get my granite. So I drop in Formica. Right? And then I go to close, and the appraisal ain't what it is. You see what I'm saying? You spend less, but
The thing that you're going to struggle with the most is windows.
that's what I heard, like windows and doors.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Do you know why? I've just heard it.
People are just struggling with the parts.
But now Rocky, which he's in the lumber, he said, we've got the lumber. He said, they just ain't supplying. And he said, it's frustrating. And so it's like they're keeping it, you know what I mean? Like he said lumber's, like they're just not making it. And,
But it's available.
yeah. And so it's like, he said like OSB, it ought to be between like $7 and $11. And he's like, it's like 60 to 80. Well, for me, I know what I paid on that lumber package. I know what I paid on that lumber package 4 years ago. Now, if you're telling me that that's quadrupled, market ain't carried. Well, market probably has carried some of that, but I mean, still yet being in Fayetteville, like that market's just ridiculous anyway. Yeah, everybody moving here.
I mean, they're paying ridiculous amounts. Cyclones, they don't even care to look at the house.
There was like one house. There was
Couldn't pay $1,000 for 50.
no way. No way. Oh man. Does he still have to mow his own yard? Does he still have to mow his own yard? It's gravel. It's like that decorative gravel with a cactus out in the middle.
I didn't like
No. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I just want some sort of steadiness. You know what I mean? Like one way or another.
We're gonna try to at least get our land ready.
Yep. And I think that's fine. I think that's fine too. I mean, like, how much was the shots?
That's my Wesley did. And what do you put down for me is like 20 by 30, which that's
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That one was about the same size as our garage except taller.
Yeah.
It was like 17.
That's not bad. Did it have insulation?
No, I don't know about that insulation.
What kind of slab was it? Do you know what kind of slab they were putting in?
I think it's
Steel? Was he putting steel in it, or probably fiber or that fiberglass?
Yeah.
It's that's what I had in my shop at Fort Smith. If it's you don't want to walk on, they just mix the fiberglass in with concrete. Yeah. If you're not going to put anything on it, you don't care if it cracks. You know, then it's not that big of a deal. I mean, all concrete will crack, but it's like. But y'all got good ground up there where you can probably just clear off a pad and it's solid enough and pour it straight on the ground. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty ground.
I'll tell you what, we had enough roots running through that when I had to bury my leaf.
Oh, trying to dig a hole.
And I thought rocks were
Good fish.
that and roots.
Yeah, good.
I'll tell you what, the next
That one, they got holes in it.
I told you it was gonna drop.
pushing that wind.
So I think that in all honesty, realistically,
Okay, I'm cold. I'm sitting back here.
I would be happy with like 145 square feet. If I'd actually be happy. I think I could do less than that. Because I probably. But now, things that I skimmed on in the house at Fort Smith were like trim carpentry. Like I didn't hire the most expensive. So, and I skimmed on paint. You know, if you get like good painting and good trim carpentry, it'll cost you. But I'll probably get my lumber out of Fort Smith, same place I got it before, because they supply most of the West Arkansas lumber. So yeah, my framer, plumber, electrician, all said that they would come up here and do it. Dirt work guy, septic guy, they're the same. I will probably put it away. I'm not gonna mess with washing water. I just don't know. See, I out at our house, like the well is good, and so like the well I've got a well at the house, yeah, and I ran that thing for 3 weeks straight, 24/7 trying to fill up that pot. Dude, it never missed a thing, man. I mean, but it takes fine. Yeah.
Worried about sulfur.
Yeah. I'll probably do those the filter stuff. But my thing is that if I've got a trench, I'm looking at 1,000 feet off the road. So if I've got a trench, I just mix it. flexibility. And there's a lot of people who was also on wheels. I should have worn shoes. Polo. And they took them off the Steve. I couldn't make that many turns. I always turn. There's a lot of people that don't. I always turn mine on just because I'm like, I don't know. But most of the time I'm in my office or in my truck. We're using that Microsoft Teams or whatever. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. Like, I get these little, you may be better at it than I am, but like, I get these, like, dude, like that right there. It's like, somebody tried to call me on Teams, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just, like, call me? But what's cool about it is that, like,
I don't know the place number. I have to call.
I think you can share it. You can share, like, if I'm talking to on Teams, I can share, like, my screen on my phone, and, like, that part of it's cool, but I'll tell you what else I don't like. I don't like my calendar being in my mail, because I'm used to, like, my calendar being separate. Well, see, they wiped all that stuff off my phone and put it where, like, I gotta use my calendar, like, right here.
See, I use my calendar and pulled it in through there. And so I've got, these are all my different calendars. Pull into it.
See, now they,
So my exchange, my main calendar is.
see, I don't think they'll let us, I think they took it away. They didn't have that option. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much wiped everything off there, and I haven't cared much for it. Dude, I'm so, like, I didn't know where it was going.
I was looking at it, I was like, it's supposed to be down to like 39 or something. I was like, 29. I'm like, the wind just came through. I'll never factor that in.
It says it's 55 right here. Let me see what the hourly says. In the dude. In the next hour, it's dropping. In the next hour, it's dropping 6 degrees. Oh my god. Cass, this may be a short. This may be a short trip. I wore flip flops. Yeah, got flip flops. Dude, you're gonna have to snuggle me, boy.
You gotta sit on your dad's feet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sit on. Dude, it's freezing. I didn't bring it up. I should have brought my travel stuff, shouldn't I? Man. Yo, good job. Yeah, when I had just the mustache, like it made just the mustache, like not having anything on my cheeks and stuff, it made a big difference. The mustache needs to be a summer thing, and then the beard needs to be a. I may go back to the mustache again. That was a great catch. Yeah.
Here's my blanket.
It is freezing out here. Smoky.
I have a t-shirt on, not a t-shirt.
Look, dude. I got sandals on.
I got a sweatshirt on. I got a sweatshirt on my coat. And I'm
do?
still freezing.
Man, it's cold.
I have a sweatshirt and it freeze to death. Good.
Blame them.
I'm a llama eating a pajama. Oh, good grief. They are sleeping real
Look, they got a picture
That's pretty smart.
What's in my lap?
Microphone for my feet early. See how long it lasts. At this point, it's a test. It's become a challenge in my head.
See how tough it is?
Yeah.
It's just cold. It's cold. You're not gonna die from it.
Not lose your fingers and your toes.
It's not
It
cold.
won't be bad.
Your neck can get frostbite.
Your neck? You know what gets frostbite first? In your nose.
I know, yeah. Do ears or ears like that too?
Yeah.
I usually don't see people's ears getting black. But maybe it's because, like, usually those people are like,
Oh,
this right
yeah, that's
here,
right. Yeah, they got
the ears are cut.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening to this is getting all sorts of lessons.
That's right. Yeah.
So the people that you use for Smith, they come up for other people too? Or, you know,
Yeah, most of them don't want to deal with the head. Messing with people up here. Now they might. Now here's the deal: they might come up and do your stuff. I mean, because it's on the south side. You know what I mean? Like, and it's in a county. Now my plumber would. The framer probably would. The framer probably would. The plumber, the plumber's, he don't. The plumber doesn't have to. Like well, I was just lucky to get him, and I wound up becoming really good friends with him. But honestly, man, I wound up becoming really good friends with like all of them.
Yeah.
But they like
Beforehand or through the process?
through the process, and mainly because like. But no, I didn't hire cheap. I didn't hire cheap labor.
Yep.
And the reason I didn't was because I wanted to hand the
Not
print,
have to mess with it.
not have to mess with it, and not have to like change.
Yeah.
And so where it gets in the building part, where it gets in the pocketbook, is changing. So like, you know, if they need something and like now, say, then that gets in your pocketbook, right? And then it frustrates them. And then you might have someone not come back.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of one of them deals. It's like, I mean, for me, I really think it's a lot of like, I hate to say like, it can be a little bit like who you know and what contacts you have. Because if you're just Joe Schmo that wants to try to do it on his own, and are kind of want to control the whole process, you're gonna have a hard time. Like I have a buddy that's Ryan Lay in Greenwood, like, and he'll say it.
Wait a minute. It was in the dojo.
He'll say it like he doesn't want to pay anything, but he wants like the best quality. And so, and the thing about that is that you just have a hard time hiring someone that fits that.
Yes.
Now there are good guys. I mean, there's good guys out there that are cheap. But I also kind of have the tendency to like overbuild stuff. So. I'm gonna spend a little bit more on my concrete. I'm gonna spend a little bit more on my dirt work. I'm gonna spend a little bit more on this stuff
that's
that
the kind of
holds
stuff-
the house up.
That's the stuff that I'd like to go ahead and start working on.
Yeah.
And we took a lot more trees up there now.
Right.
And hoping to heat. Now, our place is a lot smaller. They start taking trees and I'm like, this isn't near as big as I thought it was.
Were they actually all like cutting out like on the entire property?
No, well, like
For your
section,
thing,
the section. Well, we already cleared off the small green thing for the house, like the backyard, and clear out like wanting to cut out the spot to put a pad for the shop.
Yeah. Did y'all use the same guy?
Yeah.
He did a good job on Mrs. Pond.
Yeah.
Like a real good job.
He does a lot of it. So he goes after knocking trees down.
What was he using to knock it down? Backhoe or dozer? Yeah.
He's good. And so he's going to come back and do all the finish up work. Like we're going to have him cut down. You know, we want our backyard to be somewhat flat. We'll have to bring in dirt, I imagine, for that, but I don't know enough about it, so I want to get one of those guys just to see what he thinks.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with some of those guys. Like the one that we met with Tuesday or whatever. Like he's talking all this stuff. And I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with what he's saying.
Yeah.
But then at the end of it, he's like, well, he's gonna have to build the house. I said, are you looking at him? And he's like, so you gonna, he said, I've got some builders that I don't need to build.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, I've got guys that will do cost plus. So I'm like, I know exactly how that cost plus works.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was building houses for people,
Yeah.
I'd carry the note, I'd do the construction loan, and I'd tell my subs to write me an invoice for whatever I want it because I'm gonna make 10% on it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That doesn't get just cheap.
No, you're gonna pay. A good builder, you're gonna. I mean, here's the deal: a good builder that's worth hiring, you will pay market price. Right?
Right now, market price
Is crazy.
200.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, that's the thing. So to me, I have more. Because here's the thing, like that house I built in Fort Smith, I had a floor plan, right? And it was like 3,400 square feet. Well, during the process, I'm like, no, I only had some square footage. See what I mean? I had square footage. Now, if I went and tried to work that through a builder, that price goes up like a ton.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, the framers don't care. They're framing off the exterior footage of the house, and so like they don't care. They're gonna give you a price per square foot. If I add, the only thing I'm paying extra is like your sheetrock and that sort of thing. I mean, it's just not. If I wanna change from a flat ceiling to a vaulted ceiling, they don't care. Just don't let them frame the flat ceiling and then tell them to vault it, right? So I just, you know, that part of it is the most expensive thing in that house in Fort Smith. The most expensive thing, like, probably is the most expensive thing you're probably gonna put in the house is like cabinets.
Yeah.
So
We had
if
a lot
you-
of cabinets.
I had a lot of cabinets, and they were nice cabinets. If you go with something like what I put in this house I remodeled, you won't spend a ton of money, but you'll have cabinets that are, like, I hate them. Like, they're cheap cabinets. And, you know, that's just, but I'm not saying like, we'll probably do less. Well, I say that. I don't know, I just,
Do you think it was his work?
do what?
Do you think it was his work? Like his craftsmanship? Or just the stuff
So, and here's the deal, like, the cabinets that we did in the house in Fort Smith, we had a bid. One of our bids for the cabinets in the house was $80,000. $80,000 for cabinets. That was one of the bids. And I mean, honestly, we spent about $60. But we got more, the exact same thing. We didn't get the name, right? We didn't get the name of the guy that we wanted to get. And he told me, he's like, whenever we told him we weren't going with him, or Cassie told him we weren't going with him, he said, well, he said, I hate that y'all are building this house and y'all are gonna have basically less than perfect cabinets. That's how confident the dude is in himself. And here's the deal, in all honesty, he's probably arguably one of the best, like, definitely in that area. But he's just really, really good. Been doing it for a long time. But I mean, he does cabinets for like multi-million-dollar homes. I'm doing a multi-million-dollar home. So it's like, it doesn't make sense for me to have that type of work done. And so, yeah, cabinets get in your pocketbook for what they are. I mean, countertops and stuff like that in that house, and we had a lot of countertops. Like, you're looking at $10,000 for that. Flooring, you're probably looking at, you know, all the flooring together was probably $13,000, somewhere around in there. I mean, you know, that stuff's not crazy. Your lumber and your concrete, surprisingly, if you, depending on what type of slab you pour and what you do on the slab, it can cost you anywhere from like, now good, like, you can get slabs, I think, for probably $6-7 a square foot. Mine cost me $9, but I had a guy now. No, I can't. But the guy who did it, like,
foundation's important.
Well, I knew too. That was my thing. Was that it was like I didn't want to, you know, if my slab cracked bad, and it did cost me more because I made him put like actual tie rebar steel in it instead of like this. They want a lot of them want to put like the wire mesh, wire, concrete wire, or they want to do those mats. It's like hog panel type stuff. And to me, I'm like, if my concrete separates and it cracks, that rebar, if it gets moisture in it, that small wire will rust out a lot faster than rebar or steel. And so I just thought, like, I'm good. I'm okay. Not really okay, but I'm okay.
Put some on your feet underneath the stuff, man, underneath.
Windows weren't that bad. Windows were like maybe $7,000. Roof was about $8,000. Lumber was fairly expensive. Labor on framing was about $30. Concrete was about $36. Dirt work, building the pad was about $14. Plumbing was about $16. Electric was about $16. I'm good. HVAC was about $26, but I had some bids on HVAC at like $40, $50.
What was that due to? Was it just a
The way
higher,
that,
a higher sewer value, or?
no, because I bought like a high, yeah, and variable speed. I mean, all this stuff was like top notch. You know what I mean? Like I'd say top notch. It was adequate for what I was doing. The only thing I don't really know, like I know those numbers because those were the things that I like set up. Like I basically told Cass, like I'll get it in the dry and get all the utility stuff figured out, and then kind of handle the rest. Brick wasn't too bad. The painted brick wasn't too bad. I think vinyl siding on it cost me about $11. Roof I think was about $8. The safe room in there was about $5, somewhere around in there. See, a lot of these guys have paid in cash, and they give you better deal if you pay in cash.
That's the people Wesley works with.
Yeah,
They pay cash.
yeah.
This is your cash price.
Yep,
Of course, he deals in cash.
that's true. Now, anything I can put on credit card.
Oh, yeah.
We went. I mean, we still got points like built up for days over that. So I did a lot of that.
How'd you? Oh, that was just out of pocket.
So
The ones that you put on the credit card, that was tied to the loan, or did you tie it back in?
So what you do is you pay credit card. Any place they'll take credit card, pay credit card, and then the bank just call them up and say, hey, transfer X amount of money in my account. And so then I just pay my credit card off with my construction loan. So I mean, the bank I dealt with was like not real. They were very easy to deal with. I mean, they probably came out there and checked progress on the build, but I never do it. You know what I mean? Like I never do it, and they never told me a timeline. I haven't done it. They never said. I mean, they never said.
I had a boss that he built like his bunch of sheep. My boss over at Tyson. And so he built a big barn and had a little apartment that he built inside the barn. And then he built a house on top of this hill, same property. And it was all over the same construction line. And maybe he had 3 years to do it. But he was coming towards the end. I was like, I gotta get this thing.
See, I just paid interest on it. That's yeah. It surprisingly, like I didn't really have any expectations when we started building it. But surprisingly, it was very fluid and easy. I mean, you know, some of the guys that I was using, like they work for builders, like big builders. And so on the front end, they'd say like, hey, look, you do understand, I'll do your house, but you do understand I can't give you preference over, you know, dude that's paying my bills, right? And so I said, keep paying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep paying. And as long as you as a builder are like, yeah, dude, that's fine. They're cool with it. You know, they'll work it in, but you know, that's
So you try to be the boss.
that is right. And like Cassie does really well with the contract. Like she's phenomenal. And here's the thing, they'll do things for her. Like they can tell probably within like
That's fire.
the nice thing about Cassie is that Cassie's actually like skilled in that like that. And so like they typically would start out the conversation and within 15 minutes they could tell pretty quickly that they weren't talking to a builder like dude's wife's out here we're gonna tell her something she's gonna be able to do. And so she was actually able to get way better results from them than what I could, you know what I mean? So that part was, and she's not emotionally good, so like she's never gonna lose her cool, she's never gonna be, hi baby, you got warm hands? Where's Hudson? Oh, he's down for lunch. So that part helps.
It's such a good blend. Other people, you get her fired up. Like she gets all of it. They came and told me like, oh man, there's 30 doubles. I'm like, it's an honor for us.
Yeah, that's right.
She was cool. And then it was like drama. What if she get like the top line and I'm not she gets a pretty good size.
But I will say this, dude, recovered. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what people get to recover. Like, if you do
No. I told Cassie, I'm like, that's the first time I ever heard of myself, but, that's expected. But what I told Cassie afterwards, I'm like, her ability to recover and finish strong, like, that's, to me,
not always going out.
So to me, I think, like, to me, I'm like, that's a great thing. Like, she's done it, experience
She got to do that at the soccer deal. She hit it good.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Yeah.
especially another guy was apparently, because they announced him as a former Grammy winner. Black David. He's in the music department. He works for the university. He goes sing in costume. That's what she was getting out of it. Thank you, Greg.
Is it still on?
Now.
Did it go on?
Low.
Here.
Low?
Push that thing in and hold it right there for 30 seconds. You gotta keep the face out of the wind.
And Craig don't come prepared nothing. He had it.
Got it, Rusty?
You don't think it's low on? No.
I see
Is
it.
it lighting up?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. No, there's water.
Yeah, the pilot's still.
Yeah, just go. There it goes.
Hey, magic touch, dude.
Yeah. Of course, it just cranks up. I hope it'll stay going.
Or you just had to have it pointed that way.
Where's the wind? It's coming from my
I
back.
don't know. This way.
It's staying there.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Everybody's too easy from it.
Amy, keep your mouth.
Hey, Amy.
Gracie did get hurt. Not right now.
Well, the good thing would be like Christine and Danny. Like they fight girls.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't have that. Like, I don't have that ponytail. But like, you don't listen to like, I don't have that other kind. I think that's okay.
Yeah. I could, but it'll be cheap.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Like they would know.
That's right.
Honestly, they wouldn't know.
Right. They're playing the game.
They just said ended.
Okay. Because everyone gets it. And it, I can hear it.
I don't know why I thought that one was so funny.
That is funny.
I think you're Alex.